There's no reason to yawn, Mr. Hippo. This episode's gonna be fun. There we were in the afternoon looking across the plains of the Serengeti. We knew this wasn't a rhino, but it was strange to see such a large animal out in the heat of the day. This hippo was doing what hippos usually do in the evening time, and that's eat a lot of grass. A fully grown hippo can be over 12 feet long and around 5 feet high and weigh up to 3.5 tons. They are equipped with large teeth made of ivory. They are very protective of their young. It makes sense as they often share the water with large crocodiles. For very good reason, just like this hornbill, when you're on safari you should always keep your eyes open for hippos and give them plenty of space. It's not only locals at the waterhole that get killed by territorial hippos, but also tourists. In 2013, a tourist from China was at a resort in Kenya when she got too close to take a photo of a young hippo, and an adult hippo attacked her and killed her. Such unfortunate incidents remind you to always allow plenty of space between you and the wildlife. After we had taken our photos from a distance, it was time to hit the road. We couldn't go far as we had an eagle traffic jam. As soon as it was ready to fly off, we continued our safari. Baboons are a popular food for the leopard, but our luck for spotting Chewy seemed to be leaving us as none were around. As we drove on, we came across some more hippos. You can call a group of hippos a pod or a bloat. Their little tails sure can splash around that water. Not too far from this group were two hippos that were very close to the road. They seemed relaxed, so we stopped by to get some close-up shots. The evening was closing in, and it was time to make our way back to camp for our last night sleeping in the Serengeti.
Walking back to the tent.
As we walked back to our tent, I wondered what animal would pay us a visit tonight. I guess the hyena had enough of our chairs, as we could only hear it far away from camp. We awoke and packed for our journey to our final stop at the crater. But before we left, we had to say so long to the excellent staff at the camp. I've said it before, that I love to come on safari to view the animals, but it really is the people that can make each trip so special. We were the only people left at camp, so the whole staff came around and sang. I guess this song was about handshaking. So far, I was doing pretty good. Then came a song I had heard before, a song that requires jumping. Now if you're a Maasai, you have no problem with your jumping abilities. And after this great jumper, it was my turn. I jumped like a big hippo. I can only get a few inches off the ground. But when the cook jumped, it made me feel a little better, as perhaps his hat was keeping him way down. We sang and danced for what seemed like an hour, as I awkwardly tried to keep up. I hope they were having as much fun watching me as I was having on safari. We said our goodbyes, or kaharis, to our friends, or rafikis, and it was time to go. And again, it was time for another traffic jam. This time something a lot larger was in the road. A herd of elephants. Elephants are also an animal that you must give plenty of room to. As we cleared past the elephants, near a watering hole, we saw something move. It was a Nile monitor lizard. From elephants to lizards, you can see why this ecosystem is so important to protect. It acts as a home to so many species. And there was one last species we really wanted to say goodbye to here in the Serengeti. And these antelope are showing us just which way to go.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Safari Tanzania. For more information on the items featured in this video, please read this video's description. And as always, thanks for watching.